Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel DJ Kid. So as we can see here today in the market, a lot of red. I'm looking at the top 200 on crypto bubbles, and yeah, it's not looking good. So here you can see Flocky down 24%, Rose down 16%, DYDX and Ocean roughly down 18%. So a lot of red in the market today, and that's purely based on the back end of the news of the SEC coming after crypto. So yeah, taking that into consideration, the announcement came out a few days ago, or like, I think it was yesterday actually, and yeah, it's been pretty red since. But however, if you are a true believer in crypto, in blockchain technology, then basically the way I'm looking at this is a dip in the market, and probably a perfect opportunity to fill my bags on some of those projects that I didn't get into, or that have pulled back significantly, and I've always had an interest in them. So that's kind of how I'm playing it at the moment. Obviously nothing that I say is financial advice, so do your own research before you do look to invest. Take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. So currently trading at 48, yesterday 55, and last week 60. So we've been dropping down to a neutral level from greed. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment in terms of the Fear and Greed Index. And in terms of the articles around SEC cracking down on crypto staking. So Ethereum's price risk 20% correction amid SEC's crackdown on crypto staking. So initially the SEC came after Ethereum, overall talking about their staking facility on centralized exchanges. So here, just on this article, it gives you a bit more insight about, kind of what happened. So in particular, the news pushed down the price of many proof-of-stake blockchain project tokens, Ethereum, which switched to a staking-based protocol in September 2022. So basically what they're saying here is the SEC are coming after, these crypto tokens that are offering staking services. So you can see here, from offering crypto staking services, and it's an allegation that it broke security rules by offering crypto staking services. So they seem to be going after crypto exchanges. Here you can see Kraken agreed to pay 30 million to settle the SEC's allegation, and that was on Feb the 9th, so literally yesterday. A bit more news around I guess the SEC cracking down on staking facilities for these crypto projects. Here you can see a tweet from Brian Armstrong. So he's the CEO of Coinbase. So we're hearing rumors that the SEC would like to get rid of crypto staking in the US for retail customers. I hope that's not the case, as I believe it would be a terrible path for the US if that was allowed to happen. So he's literally against, the SEC coming after crypto staking for the US for retail customers, because obviously they've kind of gone after Kraken at the moment, and it could mean that some of these other centralized exchanges could be next. So Coinbase potentially could even be next as well. So overall, it's not really looking good. And just to kind of add to that, I had a look at some of the other articles that are out today on the SEC, and here you can see there's quite a lot. So crypto exchange Kraken ends staking program and pays 30 million in SEC case. And again, a lot around Kraken, FTX, Coinbase, and so on. But yeah, it seems to be blowing up at the moment. There's a lot of news around the SEC coming after crypto. So, just be mindful and kind of, keep that in the back of your mind as well. They've currently kind of gone after Kraken, but some of the other centralized exchanges could be next as well. So yeah, just be kind of mindful of that. And I guess the way I'm kind of playing it at the moment is I've got a lot of my money off the exchanges, and I've got them sitting on my ledger, and I'm using these DeFi protocols as well to stake, rather than using a lot of the centralized exchanges at the moment. So yeah, that's pretty much the news on the SEC. Obviously guys, do your own research as well, have a look at some of these stories and a bit more insight. And if we take a look at the market then, so I'm looking at this on the daily, and what I've got here is the 50 EMA and 200 EMA, and I've got the Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin USDT on the daily, And here we can see we literally trended downwards. We broke this level of I guess support that we had in here. So let me just pull that out, sorry, so you can see what's going on. Actually, I don't even know why that one's there, so it should be, yeah, okay, sorry. So yeah, as I was saying, we broke this level of support. We touched this area quite a few times. We broke that level of support, dropped all the way down, and I've built in these two trend lines here, so you can see we're kind of trending downwards. Next level of support is kind of the 21.4k for Bitcoin, which also coincides with the 200 EMA. So at the moment, in terms of the longer term trend on the daily, we're still trading above the 200 EMA, which means that, you know, on the daily, the market is still bullish because we're above that 200 EMA. Because I guess the way to determine a trend is if the long-term moving average is, if we're trading above the long-term moving average, then we're pretty much bullish, and if we're below that, then we're kind of bearish. So it still looks like we are bullish in terms of the daily trend. We're also above the obviously the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA, so that is good news as well. As long as we can kind of hold these levels, I feel like, you know, this is just more of a kind of like a retest, and then potentially we could, you know, be going up from that point onwards if we can hold these levels. But if we do end up dropping, then you know, if we do come down to the next level of support, which is roughly around that 21 grand 21.4k level, which also kind of, as I said, coincides with that with the 200 EMA, then yeah, if we break that level and drop further low, then we could see a lot of downwards momentum after that. RSI at the moment is currently in a oversold position, so yeah, it looks like there's been a lot of sell-off at the moment, and we've just kind of ranged sideways on the RSI at the moment. So yeah, if I just switch this to a line chart so we can see actually, you know, what the trend is saying. Let's get rid of some of these. So you can see here the trend on a line, without, you know, making it too confusing with the candles, is obviously showing down. So we are kind of headed down on the you know, when looking at it from a line chart perspective rather than taking a look at the candles. But let's just switch that back anyway. So let's just put that back. So if I just go back to the candles on here, and also take a look at Ethereum, because obviously Ethereum was the one that the SEC were kind of going after in the first instance. And we can see here a wick down, all the way down, touch the 200 EMA, that is. So let's just make sure, yeah, touch the 200 EMA, using that 200 EMA as a level of support at the moment. So hopefully, again, we don't break this level. I mean, if we do, then the next key level will be probably the 50 EMA, which is at 1498. And then if, you know, we break that level there as well, then we could be headed down to potentially even the 1450 level, and then further down after that as well. But again, stochastic RSI is kind of, it looks like it is potentially headed downwards. I'm hoping we can bounce off this trend line and kind of hold trend at this, you know, at the 1530 level, and continue on to the upside from this level. But, you know, obviously there is a lot of unpredictability at the moment in the markets, and yeah, we kind of need to see how that plays out. But that's kind of how it looks from a Ethereum perspective on the daily. Again, if I switch that to a line chart, wrong one there, so let's put that as a line, so you can see here bouncing up and down, and obviously we've got this line which is now headed towards this 200 EMA. So like I said, guys, hopefully we can hold these key levels and continue on to the upside from that point onwards. But let's kind of see how it plays out, and if we do break these key levels, then we could be headed down further. So obviously be careful out there when you're trading, and yeah, give me your thoughts on you know, on the SEC, and hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what your whole thoughts are around you know, these centralized exchanges and staking and the SEC. Yeah, hit me up in the comments below, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.